Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It's lovely to have you here for this long awaited flip through of the beautiful Wings, Fairy and Winged Things journal. I have just this very second, as I'm filming this, put it onto Etsy, so it will be there the minute you see this. It is 10 inches by oh dear, excuse me a moment, let me have a quick drink. Oh, I think I must have breathed some dust in. 10 inches by 7 inches by, the spine is 2.5 inches, but this way we're about 4.5 inches. But there are a lot of things that you can take out of it that would bring that right down, should you wish to have it and have it a lot slimmer than that. So it is a very soft cover. It is just 2 pieces of beautiful linen upholstery fabric stitched together with just the topper and some bits of lace. There's no paper or card or anything inside it. So should you wish to fill it more, it will expand. There's plenty of lace here for fastening. Should you want it to be an even bigger, you know, it could be right out there. Journal, and it would still work. So there's just a topper on the front that I made with the Flower Fairy postcard and some bits of vintage lace and stitching and buttons, things like that, and that's beautiful vintage lace on the spine. So it is 3 signature and it is hand stitched 3 whole pamphlet stitch. So in the front I haven't put anything in here at all. I've left this free for you to do with whatever you would like to do with. I have just attached a little charm on a little piece of fabric and bling on the inside of there, so you can put that wherever you want on the journal, inside or outside. You can leave this, you can stitch on it, you could do whatever you want. And just so that it's not bare, I've just put a very quickly handmade notebook inside it for extra journaling, so you can take this out or you can leave it in just to be a bit of extra strength on the front of the cover. So it's just got a journaling card on the front with the beautiful kissing flower fairies there. I think they're laburnum, but I'm not sure. And inside it's got that beautiful shiny dyed tea dyed and inked paper that I create, a page from that beautiful fairy book, another piece of my dyed paper, pink paper this time, and then another page from the fairy book, so that was just a fly paper. Beautiful piece of digital there. Yep, so you can see it's got beautiful gold on it. It's got some of that lovely sari, if you watch my channel regularly, that I've just bought. I've started using, I knew I would. Yep, and then the back is exactly the same, so flippy up bits of paper, just lots and lots of journaling. A lovely piece of tissue paper I've just stuck in there. And on the back of that book page, I've just put another Flower Fairy postcard, which you could, if you wanted to, snip out and use. Yep, so it's just that beautiful sari silk in there. It's just a little notebook that can stay or go. So a vellum envelope with a lace trim on the tab there, and a beautiful card which I kept saying I was going to alter and haven't, which is, I don't know, that's a healer fairy. Beautiful, just beautiful, love it. Would make a lovely cover for a notebook, or I could do so many things with that. So we've got some William Morris book page paper here. This is an Edith Holden piece of book page on a piece of vintage ledger. Okay, there are lots of journaling spaces in here, honestly. But they're embellished, so I've embellished some. So this is a loaded pocket, little scruffy notebook. Yeah, lots of journaling on these things, and there's plenty of room in there to add more bits and pieces actually. And this is a beautiful Flower Fairy digital, just page edge decoration, another one of my coffee dyed beautiful book page tag with some stickles, glitter on it, stitched, and a lovely book page, lace, vintage lace pocket. That's just thin paper. Some of the pieces in it I've kept really thin. Yeah, try not to add to the bulk too much. Are we all in? I think we are. A bit of washi up there, which has got a brad on the other side, beautiful pink brad. So like I say, lots of bulky things that you can take out should you not want it bulky. I'll lace on some more of my coffee dyed paper. That's a beautiful sticker. Again, it's Flower Fairy, not sure which one it is. And then held on here just with a pin with a safety pin, no, paper clip with a bit of Sari Silicone are two beautiful tags. One handmade, one Happy Mail. I was going to say purchased, but it was purchased, just not by me. Beautiful colour though, loved the colour. So this is Kath Kidston colouring book page, and it's been tea dyed. Put ruffles down both sides, and I've added this little pressed flower dangle on there. Again, can be removed if you want it somewhere else or not in at all. Okay, just a Flower Fairy embellishment there, and a ticket embellishment. A tag, Flower Fairy tag that's been used as a tuck spot, and then a tag booklet just with coffee dyed papers and a couple of other digitals, one other digital in it. Beautiful glittery paper, hummingbirds. Again, it's got a quite a big brad in there that could, you know, if you took it out, you remove in bulk. Just an embellishment, one of my handmade clusters, lots of journaling space there. So in here I've just put a book page from the beautiful Flower Fairy book that I used on this journal, but you could replace that with, you know, journaling paper. I'll leave the side open. I did leave the side open. I didn't put things in all of them. Yep, so you could add something in there. Another tuck and a beautiful journal card, and that is on vintage paper. But when you take it out, lots of journaling space. Another paper clip here, just with some beautiful lace, and a vintage doily rosette on there, crocheted rosette, and a couple of beautiful tickets. Can be used to journal on, can be used elsewhere in the journal, can be removed. So scrapbooking paper, lots of journaling space, and this, one of my favourite lace side tuck pockets, lots of scrappy bits of lace on it, and then a postcard digital journal card. Beautiful rose embellishment, just a fabric and vintage button embellishment on that page. This is a thin and a more bulky tag for journaling on, and then this is a flip up with lots of little bits and pieces to discover and find and play with in there. In you go. Just a digital embellishment there, and then on this page, which is another, well, it's the back of the William Morris book. I've just tucked this envelope, don't think there's anything in here, no, made out of the beautiful front of an Edith Holden, well, Nature Notes book. We're going that way we were, and it's just clipped on. So again, it can be removed or it can be filled and made fatter. So that's the first signature. Each signature begins and ends with the William Morris book page. Another one of those beautiful tags that was gifted to me in there, and just in a tuck to celebrate that beautiful page. An envelope with one of my embellishments on it, and I think I did put a tag in there. Yes, handmade tag or journal card, whichever you call that. Some beautiful vintage lace embellishment on the edge, and this is another one of those flip out vintage journal pages. Some lovely lace on the edge there as well. We're very lacy, that one. couple of nice plainish pages, my coffee dyed, just a couple of embellishments. And the same again, another plain page, just a beautiful, I think that was a decoupage image that I had just for embellishment. So this is a Flower Fairy book page that was left over, and it's just got a couple of journal card journaling space, and lots of space there when you remove them. Yeah, just beautiful embellishments, lots of journaling. This cute little die cut fairy which was gifted to me, and then one of my favourite pieces. This is one of my favourite fairies of all of them, and it is hard to have favourites because they're nearly all beautiful, aren't they? But yeah, it's just one of my favourite ones, that one. It's just a journal card and it's just clipped in, so again it can be removed. Another one of those doily pieces. Some beautiful embellishments. A lot of these embellishments are from Nanine at Collage Type, from her various kits of hers, and I used a lot of the fairy envelopes, which is a kit from Nanine at Collage Type. That one just as a journal card, and then some beautiful bling on the top of that. And there. So in the back of here, a flower, not Flower Fairy, a flower book page journal card with a lovely Edith Holden. Is that Edith Holden? Yes it is. No, it's not. It's a Henry Terry Victorian flowers book page made into a policy closure envelope, and a journal card inside, which is again from Nanine at Collage Type. Oops. Gone round. Oops. Did that a bit tight. Lovely vintage lace pocket there, and another book page tag with more stickles. Love this little mouse here looking glittery. I don't know if it's catching the light. Yeah, plenty of journaling on the back of there. Again, another beautiful image there of the Flower Fairy, but apart from that, a page for journaling on. This is from one of the Flower Fairy books. It's just a, oh no it's not, that's just a digital cutout. Might have been Nanine's actually. It's a daisy though, I love the daisies. Okay, that's the centre of the journal, just a tiny little, not a stamp, a sticker. And this beautiful, I've just stapled it on I believe, didn't I? Yeah, this beautiful, and it's Cath Kidston fabric that I've had it made a long time. So it's a fabric envelope, and then inside it has got a real bona fide, can you see it? I don't know where I am in the camera, from 1917 photograph of a rather handsome chap, and then just a scrappy booklet that I've made. Oh, it's got a stamp in it as well. That's a nice little pocket for hiding little treasures. So this is vintage fabric. I love the colour of it. Made into a ruffle. Just embellishments. This is a flower from the Flower Fairy CD-ROM. Page edge, some of my coffee dyed and ink stained paper. This is scrapbook paper, all for journaling on. This is an old junk mail envelope with the Flower Fairy behind it. She's fastened in there, you can't get her out. But a couple of beautiful butterfly tags, both from kits by Nanine at Collage Type. And then just so lots of journaling behind them as well as on them. And then just the Flower Fairy saying, or fairy saying I should say. A couple of beautiful butterflies, not much else on this page, embellishing it, so lots of journaling. Some lovely dark scrapbooking paper there, should you wish to, you know, stick pictures on or writing it in a lovely white or a gold pen, that would be nice. And then on the other side, one of my page edge decorations. Just a little ticket embellishing this page. Are we stuck? I think that might be Janie B. So a little matchbook type thing. Well, not matchbook is it? It's flip. Again, full of little tickets and clusters and stamps. pull them all out now. Flower fairy on the front, and then one of those beautiful butterfly tags with a beautiful fabric cluster and some fairy boots on the back of those. Okay, we've got a beautiful little fairy down here. He's not from the Flat Mary Cicely Barker Flower Fairies, he's just a fairy from somewhere else. And that beautiful coloured page there. Oops, I've just tucked this in here. It has ripped the page a little bit actually, but it hasn't gone through. Don't know how I managed to do that, but I've left it there now. So we've got, I think that's Cornflower Fairy on that side, and is that Narcissus Fairy on the other side? I'm just tucking it back in there. And then on this beautiful ruffle I have put the yellow pressed flower. I'm not sure what flower that is. So a double pocket on this side with a tag, a beautiful bird in the front bit, that lovely hummingbird scrapbook paper again there, and then behind it just a piece of vintage book page. Should you wish to take that out and do something else with it, or back it and journal with it, whatever. It's just a little find. So just an embellished page. This is the back page of the William Morris book, so that's the end of the second signature. And then these are the fairy cards from Nanine, a few that I had left. Just clipped them together just to put them in. I think there's 4. Gorgeous. And I've just put them over the top of that page with a paper clip. I fully expect those to be taken out and used probably, but you could just journal on them as they are. So the start of the final signature, a beautiful black and white picture from one of my Flower Fairy books, and I've just tipped it in with some gold washi, and I didn't glue it down, so you will be able to, and this is shiny paper, should you wish to take that out and use it somewhere you can. And it's got a Buttercup Fairy poem on the back. They are not Buttercup Fairies though. They are Plantain and Moon Daisy. Dancing, nice. So yeah, that's the William Morris page. More William Morris, just put a beautiful butterfly on there because it's a lovely page on its own. Another one of the tip-ins or tucks, flip outs, whichever you want to call it, of the vintage journal with, what's her name, Edith Holden, and vintage lace on there. Beautiful. Another one of those torn pockets with the book page from the Flower Fairy. This beauty that everybody loved. He hasn't really got wings, has he, but he does belong in the garden with flowers and fairies and such like. Just a plain postcard for journaling on. Beautiful colour on the back, and another one of my book page tags with flower and butterflies. So lots of journaling behind and lots of journaling on those cards. On here we've just got this beautiful rose, and behind it a Flower Fairy card on some, I think that might be avocado dyed paper. Over the page, lots of journaling available, just a label for writing a heading should you want to. Another pocket with another beautiful Flower Fairy tag. Nothing on the back of that one, and just a disc, a circle at the top out of the Flower Fairy book. Again, more journaling, a lovely embellishment with a Flower Fairy on it. More scrapbooking paper with another one of those little rosettes on, and again I've left the dark all free for you to do with what you would like. So we've got an envelope just going over the edge of this page, a nice pink envelope, but we've got a beautiful, I think it's a peace lily, I might be wrong, but it's a lily anyway, embellishment there, but lots of journaling. And then this beautiful envelope with 2 gorgeous Flower Fairies on the top. Page edge decoration there, cluster, and another cluster there just decorating, lots of journaling space above, and another beautiful book page tag with the glitter on it, backed with my splatter book page, and another gorgeous lace pocket. So lots more journaling, lovely page edge decoration there of that beautiful bird. That's the middle, which I just loved, just left for you to play with. So it's just for practicing your handwriting on. You could even do it because there's lines underneath for you to have a go. And then this gorgeous purple ruffle and a lovely, I think that's pansy, little tiny pansy, or violet, African violet, not sure which. Anyway, one of those. Just an image, digital image of some fairies, and a blank page for journaling, and a very blank page here, but on it, over it, we've clipped oh yeah, put all sorts of bits in there. I can't remember what, but I won't dig them out. Just an envelope that can be used, coin envelope, I think, can be used anywhere or left in. More journaling on my coffee and tea dyed paper. Another Edith, where's the end? Lost the end. Edith Holden envelope, book page envelope with a policy closure and another one of my book page journal cards inside. Lots more would go inside that if you wanted it to. There we go. And behind that, just to show that it's open, I've just put a Flower Fairy book page, some lovely black and white images you could cut out or colour in or whatever. We have a hanging out, I think we had a showing a little bit, oh maybe the butterfly. And yes, we're getting fat now, so just an embellishment on a plain page, just it's actually a playing card stuck down as a tuck, and just to show you that it's a tuck I just put a couple of the poems tucked in it from the book. A plain piece of scrapbooking, plainish paper to journal on. This lovely belly band, again from book page, and then a piece of napkin covered dictionary backed on some of that beautiful pixie dust coloured paper. Love that one. I think that might be one of my favourites in the whole book. Just a bit of vintage lace on here and a tag, no it's not a tag, a label, but lots of journaling. And then on here a tag that's used as a tuck again, these cheeky boys which I love, and just backed onto some brown, I think that's Amazon paper actually, that's been coffee dyed. Oops, lots of journaling there, or you could use it for something else. Some roses, another one of these flip up, oh, it's just got some paper in it, some Flower Fairy paper, two pieces and some little tags at the bottom. Oh, that's beautiful little bird in there. And this is on made from Flower Fairy CD-ROM paper. Whoops, there you go, very bright inside that one. Which piece isn't going in? Come on. That's it. And then it's on as a tuck, so behind it we have got this lovely tag, very white at the back. Oops. Well, it's not a tuck, it's a pocket. It's an actual pocket. I didn't open it the other side. And then this lovely book page, which I just folded up because I couldn't bring myself to actually cut up in the end. Beautiful in the back of there. Here's that lovely daisy Flower Fairy again, which I love. And the green there just went with everything on the page, the daisy. This is the back William Morris page, that lovely envelope that was stuck on. And the very back page. So this is the floating pocket, which I was going to stitch in and didn't. It's just got like a faded stamp of a Flower Fairy sitting on a, I think that might be candy tuft, bit of stamping on the back. You could add more. This is one of the pieces you could take out, glue in if you wanted. And then the final one of these, which is the vellum envelope with more beautiful lace clusters on there, and another one of these gorgeous cards. And this one is Symbols, Signs and Messages Fairy. Just beautiful. Love the fairy door. Oops. And that is that. If that's not enough, I don't know what is. Oops, where did that go? So yeah, it's very lovely to hold and handle. It's kind of loose, but it's very secure. I don't know that it's a hold it in your hand kind of book. It's a sit on a table and admire. It would make a lovely coffee book, you know, just a talking piece or just a piece to, you know, cheer yourself up and sit and look through. But there are loads and loads of spaces, as you saw, in there for, you know, working on it, journaling in it, adding things to it, which is what I would do. It is a book made for that, but there you go. Should you wish to own this beauty, it's in Etsy now, and if you've just enjoyed watching it being made and it's inspired you, I hope you have enjoyed it. I've thoroughly enjoyed making it. Yeah, and I will see you later with a video. I have also put some pieces of ephemera in Etsy as well, so if you're looking for something, you know, just to inspire you on your way, get you on your way, they're there as well. Okay, thanks so much for staying with me all that time through the flip through, and I'll see you later. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.